Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashanti Makita. Back to you guys on Down to Earth, better known as DTE. In case anybody is wondering, I am in my room because my children have taken over. They are watching Baby Shark and doing some TikTok video thing, and they have my living room covered up. So I was like, you know what? You guys can have this. um, so of course I got my glass, but it is just me today, so had to lower the amount that I put in here due to the fact that there's only me and the girls are here today. So, more importantly, I wanted to tell you guys a really, really small story right before we get into exactly what it is that I want to talk about. And that is, this will be my first old school concert. For anyone that's around my age, around 30 and up, a little bit younger, if you were in love with B2K and you had the Word Up posters and Pretty Ricky and Mario and Lloyd, like Yin Yang Twins, like Homecoming in high school, they to the window, to the wall. Okay, sorry. Focus. Point of the matter is, I wanted to go to the concert and I tried to go the first time. They sold out in Chicago. So because they sold out, I sat around. I was asking a few people to go with me, and they were kind of like, "Damn," but you know how those text messages go. Everybody's like, "Yeah, let's go, let's do it." And then as soon as it's closer to the time, you hear crickets, and you like, what happened to all the messages? I got one of those. Long story short, I got one of those, okay? And I'm like, dang, so y'all really, like, no one's gonna go with me? And there's no offense to them. They're all of them are different situations, so I'm not going into that. Like, they're still my friends. I love them to death, but things did not work out for us to go. So I missed out on the first set of tickets being sold. And then once those tickets were being sold, I was like, okay, so that's it. So now I can't go. So then, of course, that's not where I stopped. Anybody that knows me, I'm a go-getter. So then I was like, okay, y'all, we going to St. Louis to see them in St. Louis. That's not a bad drive. 3 hours and some change. We going to make this happen. Same group of girls. And again, kind of didn't fall through it. And it didn't work in Chicago. So going to St. Louis probably was a bad idea anyway, right? So I found out they were having a second show. Second show is going to be April 25th, and I asked somebody else to go with me, different, and that person was like, yeah, I'm going to go with you, let's go. And I'm like, okay, tickets going to sell in 1 minute. Like, I literally have my phone on the countdown. I was waiting. I get the tickets in the cart, and then I didn't hear anything back. And so at that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy my ticket and go myself. What I'm waiting around for? And I said that little bit of a story just to say my topic today is stop waiting around. Stop waiting around. Nothing against the people around you, even around me. I love my friends. I love the people I deal with on a day-to-day basis, all that good stuff. But that has nothing to do. Everybody has a different role to their life. Like mine is just a concert. So take me out of it. But I said that story to say that there is no reason to keep waiting around for people. There's a job you've been wanting to go after and you want to do it. Stop waiting. What are you waiting for? You don't know how much time you have while you're here. None of us do. You can say, oh, I'm planning this for next year. You don't know if you're going to be here next year. So today is the day that you stop. Today is the day that you've been really, really wanting this dream and going after this dream and something you want to do, and the person that you're with is not very supportive of you, or they're telling you can't do it, you're not going to be able to do it, that's stupid. What you waiting for? Remove that. We don't need that. We don't do negativity, sir. Sorry. Stay there. And I'm just being honest. There is no reason, and I know people personally, you look up 15 years from now, you've been with the same person, you've been knowing what's wrong for a very long time now, but you didn't want to start over. And because you didn't want to start over, you decide to settle. Stop waiting. When you see signs of things that are not going correctly, when you're with someone, let it go. Again, this is not about relationships. I'm talking about everything. I just threw that in there as well. But let's move on from that as well. You've been talking about going to school, but you feel like you're a little too old or you want to do another 2 years. What you waiting for? I'm going to enroll in school next year. You know, I figured I would. You don't know what next year got for you, boo. Do it now. Stop waiting. What you waiting for? Stop waiting on individuals. Stop waiting for this supposedly perfect time that never happens. We've all been there. I'm waiting for the perfect time, and then 2 years from now, somebody asks you about the same thing you were talking about. I'm still waiting on the time. What's the time? When is it ever going to be the time? And so that's basically what our topic is today. And same thing with children. I have a friend right now. She is hitting her, I think about 35. She hasn't had any children. She wanted her first child. And she's like, I can't find nobody. What you waiting for? Are you ready? Are you financially where you feel like you can be to afford a child? And her answer was like, yeah, I can do it. Then what you waiting for? There's all types of centers and things you can do and financial help. I have found out some places that give financial aid and all type of stuff. My point is, she was waiting. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to wait. Don't take this wrong. I'm not saying you don't wait for a spouse to have babies. I'm just using this as an example that my response to her was, stop waiting. Like, if you're sitting around waiting on a spouse, if you don't get a spouse for the next 4 or 5 years because you're really not looking anyway, and you don't find someone for 4 or 5 years, so you just not gonna have a baby 4 or 5 years. I mean, there's ways to do it. So my advice was, look, stop waiting. If you know right now at this very moment you're ready, go for it. I'm not against it. Do you? I'm nobody's judge. But that's what I mean around everything. Like, I don't care if it's a concert. I don't care if it's traveling out of town. I had a friend that went to Italy. She wanted me and someone else to go with her. And I'm not going to lie. Italy was not at that time in the plans. I couldn't do it. Sitter wasn't going to work out. Money was not, it wasn't the best time for me. But it was the right time for her. So you know what she did? She got up and went to Italy by herself. She was like, I'm not waiting around. I mean, I want you guys to go, but if you can't go, I'm like, by all means. And as a matter of fact, that friend that I'm talking about, her name's Bundy. And she was the first person that basically told me, the first person to tell me, because I was the same way, like, stop waiting. I kept telling her I wanted to go to a particular restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, but there was a restaurant I wanted to go to. And she's like, oh, you haven't been there? And I'm like, no, I can't get nobody to go. And she's like, you've been waiting 2 years to go to this restaurant because other people won't go with you? And I was like, duh, I'm not going to go sit and have dinner by myself like I'm lonely. And she was like, why? I do it all the time. I would have never experienced half of the restaurants I've been to if I waited around on a date, or my guy whenever he feel like getting up to do something, or on my homegirls who maybe 2 of them might be able to go, but the one I really want to come and have this experience with me can't make it. By the time I get through doing all that, I could have had this experience and still enjoyed myself. And when she put that on my mind, I was like, you right. And this decision about me going to the concert by myself was partly because of, and this is a conversation me and her had years ago. And I'm not going to lie, I still haven't been out to dinner by myself. I got baby stuff, y'all, baby stuff. I haven't got comfortable with just going to sit down by myself. It's still a little awkward for me, but she's done it. And you got to take yourself with baby steps. This is a big step for me, going to a concert by myself. Like, I'm like, man, I'm going to be there by myself, but I'm going to have a ball, y'all. I'm going to sit where my row is, and I'm going to look for some people, and I'm going to be like, hey, y'all, we together for the next couple hours of this concert. I'm going to turn it up. It's going to be on. I'm ready. And I have to thank her for putting that seed in my head. So I wanted to put that seed in you guys' head. Like, from now on, let's not wait anymore. Let's not wait to do anything. And that's why I'm in my bedroom right now, because I literally was like, well, I'm not going to make a video today. I won't be able to do it. And I'm like, girl, go in the room. What you, like somebody about to judge? Look, this is down to earth, y'all. This is what it is. So with that being said, I would love for you guys to subscribe, comment, talk about your own experience. Please be nice to the other people in the comments. But let's talk about things that we want to do, that we haven't done, that we should do, and that from right now, after you watch this, what you will do, what we would at least start to work on to get to our goals. Let's talk about it. Let's give some other people some advice. Let's communicate. Let's just look and be like, you know what? She right. Let me do this one thing I've been wanting to do and I can't. And whoever, by all means, go to a restaurant by yourself, please take pictures and send it to me. I just need a little motivation. I need to see what it looked like so I can get up and do it and be like, okay, I'm going to do it, and I'm okay with it. But on a serious note, remember, opinions are like assholes, y'all. We all got one. And more importantly, you guys are imperfectly perfect. Peace.